I have been receiving message after message. I have been receiving encouragement after encouragement that I cannot help myself but to do this video so that I can answer all those questions that you guys have been asking me about my house. And if you've been wondering about the prices, about how much it costs, about the disadvantages and advantages of this kind of house, or a loft house, here we are. So this video is for you, and just get something to sip on as you watch this video. My name is Lynn Zabu if it's your first time to see me, and I hope you subscribe. This channel is so much about my life, the inspirations that I see. It's about the day-to-day things that happen in our lives, like a little edited or not edited at all. This is the channel that is for you if you want raw and edited life as it is. And if you're my returning subscriber, we are on the road to 8K. Thank you so much for always standing up. Anyway, I'll not waste a lot of your time. Maybe we can just get into this small break and then I'll be back.
Linzabu, hi,
Yeah, so I have been getting a lot of love, a lot of questions, a lot of just maybe 2 or 3 hate comments, but you know, that always happens. Am I even doing anything if I don't get any hate comments? Anyway, so guys, how much did the house cost? Like I told you in the video on UG Connect's channel, I started building this house with 3 million shillings. I know it sounds like a lie, but actually that's how much I started with. And the initial goal was to have 1 room, a small room. If you see through the videos, you can tell that the house has no balcony. That's because when we started building, or when I started building, I realized I needed more space, and the balcony would be something that I would figure out. So I started with as little as 3 million shillings, and you know, kept on progressing and progressing. I think I stopped recording how much it costs when I had hit just about 16 million shillings, and we were already done with the slab, and we were already done with the stairs. Yes, by 16 million shillings we were already done with the stairs and also with the loft itself. So after that I really lost count because I was going through a lot of things. So at the moment I think we're almost 20 something ish. Like, I am really not sure, but I started with as little as 3 million. Then one thing led to another, led to another, led to another. So if you're out there and you're wondering how much you need to start your house, you know, if you're looking for a house like this one, that could be a very, you know, good start. But it's not for everyone. Some people prefer starting when they have the entire amount of money, and some people like me, we went in with faith, and look where we are, look where God brought us. So that's just about it, at how much it costs. I think I started with about 4,000 bricks. I started with 15 bags of cement, and each bag of cement is, at that time, each bag of cement was 36,000 Ugandan shillings. Was it 30? No, it was 32. Yeah, it was 32 Ugandan shillings. But currently, as I make this video, a bag of cement is at 34,000 Ugandan shillings. I started with 2 trucks of sand, the plaster one and lake sand, and each was about, the lake sand was 120, and then the plaster sand was 220. Yes, it was around that. It was around almost the same, just that it was 130. So the other was just slightly. You know, I'm saying that the 220 is because today they brought another huge truck, so I'm confusing things here and there. But forgive me, I hope you're taking keen notes. So basically, I started with just those 2, and one thing led to another, and one thing led to another. I think if I had like very, very, very experienced people, also it didn't help so much because I didn't have the whole plan like put down. It was all coming from my brain. I could get to some point and I'd be like, because now I've gotten some money, because initially I would only plan with the money for the money I have, but when I got extra money, I'll be like, I think you can add this, I think you can add this, and I think that delayed the progression of this house. But also because there were other mistakes that, you know, were made during the slab, because now we have to figure out on how to extend it and all that thing, which we have done, guys. I can't wait to show you the finished product. Like, it's just amazing. I am looking at it, and what can I say? It's just amazing, my guys. So anyway, that's it just about the prices. Now let's go about the advantages of having this kind of house. So the advantage is that definitely I have a lot of space, like a lot of space. Like it's small, but it looks very luxurious. I think you can agree with me. Give it a thumbs up if you agree with me. I like the light, and I like the fact that, you know, I get to live according to the way I want it. Like, I can tell you, a loft house saves you space. It gives you a lot of space. I mean, look at my house. There is a lot of space for me to, like, my land is big, but I just cut a small portion of it, and I have almost a whole house in just one small room. The other advantage really is that it just looks modern. You know, if you're going to rent it off to an Airbnb or to somebody who has traveled, they would appreciate this house a whole lot. So I think basically that's the advantage of having a loft house, is that it looks nice, it looks modern, it looks classy, and it's simple to construct compared to, because when I was doing the iron sheets, it was just one go and we were done. So I think, to me, it has been cheaper for me to construct this kind of house and still feel like I'm living in an expensive house. The disadvantages, however, are, much as there is spacious space for me as an individual, there is no space for when I have a child, for when I have guests to stay over, you know. So there's no space for extra people. There is space for, if I was staying only me and maybe a partner, which I don't have, thank God. Yes, so you find yourself needing extra space, soliciting space elsewhere, you know, which you wouldn't have done if you had the other old-fashioned kind of house. So it's basically about space. You know, I can't have people living in my living room forever. You know, somebody can want to come to visit you for a month. They can't sleep in your sitting room forever, because maybe sometimes you want to go earlier in the morning and are still awake. You don't want to put on the lights. Basically, that's it. The other disadvantage about a loft house really is privacy. You have next to no privacy. I've been thinking that instead of the rails and burglars, I should instead put frames and then put mirrors that can touch the other ceiling, which in turn gives me the advantage of having a door so I can lock out the bedroom to provide myself some kind of privacy in case I have guests around here or other visitors. So the other disadvantage is that I can't have a toilet here. I cannot have a toilet here, so it has to be outside. So I have to make sure that I put up a very, very, very beautiful toilet for my guests who will show up to give me a visit, you know. So the pros are very many compared. These pros and cons. Yeah, the cons are very many compared to the pros. So if this is something you're into, if you want to do it alone, like if you're single and you want to do business, I think this is the perfect house. But if you have a family, yes, you can have a loft house, a family loft house of 2 bedrooms. It is very possible. And you can look out to YouTube. YouTube has a lot of those ideas. The people who have been asking me, how can I do it? I need the builder who did it for you. I need this, I need that. But to be very honest with you guys, like I did not have this whole plan lined up firsthand. So what you can do is go to YouTube. YouTube does an amazing, excellent. You can learn anything from YouTube. You can basically learn anything from YouTube. You can get any video from YouTube. If you can't find it on YouTube, you can go to Pinterest. Pinterest, this is not paid advert, by the way. You can go to Pinterest, and on Pinterest you can literally find anything you want. All the ideas of loft houses you can ever think about are there. All the ideas of a 2-bedroomed loft house are there. All the ideas of a mansion, of whatever, basically whatever you might think of is on Pinterest. So it takes a little bit of art as an individual, like what you really want, what works for you. This doesn't work for everybody. People who come to see me still don't understand it. But it works for me perfectly well. So I don't know which other questions you might be having about the loft house, but that's it just about the house. And as you've been saying, the extension is already done, but I want to show you when the whole thing is done. And usually I can't film when the workers are here. Like I said, most of them are not comfortable with the camera, but I would love to get, to film everything as it's, happening for future reference. But hello, it's not possible. So what else that we need to know about the loft house? Basically, I think that's it. And when it comes to the roofing of the loft house, I opted for the L. It's like a U kind of roofing, because I love the box roofing, but I was scared because I was already being traumatized by the builders who were making so many mistakes. I didn't want that to happen as well. So I ended up going for the U-shaped roofing instead of the box, the square one. And I don't regret it, really. I really don't regret it. So basically that's it. The other disadvantage I didn't mention is because mine is small and really too tall, and you know, I don't think I put in enough ventilators, so the heat sometimes is a extra, you know. I know it can get hot in Uganda, but the heat in my house sometimes gets a little bit extra, you know. So that is also because of the roofing, because it's like this. If it had more space for the iron sheets to breathe, maybe it would be less, the heat would be less, but maybe because of the U shape, that's why the heat becomes a little too much in the night. I need fan. By the way, I'm filming this vlog at night on our electricity. I am just so happy, guys. Isn't God amazing? Anyway, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you loved it as much as I loved making it for you. Please keep those prayers coming. Please keep that love coming. And if you have any other question about the loft, about land in Uganda, about how to start building in Uganda, please make sure to leave all those comments in the comment section below. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Why do I feel a little bit dizzy? Can you guys notice? Anyway, thank God we've come to the end of this, and I'll see you in another one.